I figured I'll do a walking vlog, walking to sort of work. But anyway, so on the subject, I saw one of these Senator Chris Dodd did a video on the healthcare system, and they have this kind of bogus YouTube website where you can comment, but you can't make a video response, which really seems stupid. I mean, YouTube's a video site, and it's basically saying, no, we can't do video. Why would they bother? I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, even if they had two websites, one where you controlled the speech and one where you didn't, or two pages, and let people make video responses on one and only pay attention to the one you control, fine. At least there'd be the pretense of freedom of speech, equal speech. It's just such bullshit. Well, anyway, so I'll put Chris Dodd's name in the title, just for the hell of it, and I'll call him a booger, because it's just bullshit. You're a fucking senator, United States senator, and you really don't get the whole free speech thing at all, do you? You think everybody should confine their speech to 300 characters of text? I mean, that's how we should debate complex policy, is 300 characters of text. I mean, fuck you, bullshit. I call bullshit. So anyway, on the subject of the healthcare system, look, the biggest reform we can make is not to have the system have to be used on crap that there's no point in doing. So, I mean, there's lots of people, statistically, most of the money you're going to use out of the healthcare system, you're going to use in the last 7 months of your life. It's not a healthcare system, it's a dying system. And it's a preposterous, let's deny the facts of life system. Let's pretend you're not going to die system. I mean, it's just bullshit. And it's a huge amount of money. As a practical fact, our houses have to be half as small to pay for our health care. At least half as small. That's the reality. Everything that just grows on a tree. It doesn't. You got to pay these very skilled people, to cut open your brain and fuck around in there. It's expensive. And you got to pay people to, wipe your butt and do all the other crap. And it's just stupid to do it when you're done, when you're cooked, when you're finished. The system should offer you a graceful exit. I'll post a link to the channel. And that's the answer to a big part of the waste in the system. And the rest of it has to be single payer, build the infrastructure. It's like any other public service. I mean, obviously you have to put in the investment capital to have a CAT scan, within 20 or 30 miles of every human being in America. Have some kind of infrastructure built up where there's an emergency, you can get to a hospital in time, and that infrastructure is going to have a minimum cost that's going to cost us to have nurses and doctors on staff to do their stuff. And so let's just pay for that minimum. Let's build the infrastructure. And, and if the system is flooded, then you either build more infrastructure or you ration the service. And you require people to pay a little extra for it if they're abusing the system, if they're showing up with a stubbed toe in the emergency room and wasting people's goddamn time. And have a copay. It's that simple. A little copay proportional to income. And so if you're paying a price for going to the doctor, some modest little price, it'll encourage you to use the service responsibly. But this bullshit politics game about what pocket you're going to pull it out of, the right pocket, the left pocket, the back pocket. I mean, that's all they're doing. They're debating what pocket they're going to pull the money out of, and they really should be debating what service do we need. God, I'm out of breath. Talking some more work than running. But anyway, okay, so that's enough for a video. Really, right to die. Give people the right to gracefully end their life, and you take a lot of the expense out of the healthcare system, at least half the expense, and then you can have a better healthcare system, one that really worries about your health. Okay.